This goddess spends every day trying to find a way to kill the reincarnated hero from another world. After the hero defeated the demon king in the other world, he decided to destroy the world. So, the goddess had no choice but to keep sending assassins after him. Even though the reincarnated heroes were once powerful people in their previous lives, once they reincarnated into the other world, they stopped trying. Luff, however, was one of the goddess reincarnated heroes. In his previous life, Luff had been an assassin, training diligently every day. But when Luff went out today, he accidentally noticed a girl surrounded by a pack of wolves. Just as the wolves were about to pounce on Tart, Luff stepped in and single-handedly subdued all 8 wolves. With his hands forming seals, Luff summoned a pair of metal gloves. As the wolves attacked, he used one hand to block their mouths, then stabbed a titanium knife into the wolf's skull, instantly killing it. When another wolf lunged at Tart, Luff took to the side, noticing that while the wolf had suffered a concussion, it wasn't fatally injured. The last wolf had its skull crushed and died on the spot. With the battle complete, Luff saved Tart and asked her about her identity and why she was in the forest. Tart explained that her family was poor, and her father had cruelly abandoned her because they didn't have enough food. She had heard people say that this area was wealthy, so she came here to beg for food. Luff looked at Tart's pitiful expression and decided to cook her a large pot of forage. But he set a condition: she couldn't eat too quickly, or her stomach wouldn't handle it. While she ate, Luff told Tart that he was actually the son of the lord of this region. Tart was surprised and thought it was amazing that the dream she had, where a god appeared and told her about a fateful encounter, was real. Luff seemed to understand something and asked if she would consider coming with him. He promised that if she came with him, she would never have to worry about food again. Luff needed her. Tart was surprised that anyone actually needed her, and when she heard Luff say that, she was deeply moved. It was the first time someone had ever said they needed her. Luff then revealed that he had killed people before and would continue to do so. He asked Tart if she was still willing to follow him. To Tart, Luff was her savior. Luff also told her that if she wanted to stay with him, she had to become his assistant in his work. Tart, with a determined look, agreed. She said that if Luff needed her, she would do whatever it took. Luff had been looking for people with magical abilities, and by coincidence, he had met Tart. Tart had mentioned being guided by a god in her dream, which led Luff to believe that this was the goddess arrangement. The first step was for Tart to witness Luff's power by defeating the wolves, making her feel sympathy for him. By giving her food, Luff made her believe he was a good person. Then, Luff made her think that following him would bring more benefits, and by telling her that he needed her, he made her feel like she was the only hope for her existence. Finally, telling her he had killed people helped him earn her trust. Years passed, and Tart became Luff's servant and assassination assistant. Luff would have Tart undergo daily body checks and assassination training. Over the course of 2 years, Tart developed the body of an assassin. But when Luff faced her in combat, he still managed to defeat her. Tart felt bad for not meeting Luff's expectations. From this encounter, Luff realized that while Tart was good at household tasks, her assassination skills were rather average. She was better suited for a spear than a short sword, but spears were not ideal for assassinations. One night, Luff found Tart practicing with the short sword. Her movements weren't perfect, but Luff told her that it was enough. Tart thought that Luff no longer needed her, and she quickly begged him, but Luff assured her that wasn't the case. Then, Luff used magic to create a foldable spear and asked Tart to try it.